Welcome back to my videos. Today I'm going to take you through the wastewater treatment plant technology, the very specific, unique wastewater treatment plant technology that we have adopted to provide to our customers. In our last video, we discussed water filtration technologies, and also regarding wastewater treatment we discussed uh, bioremediation. Bioremediation is the core, is the heart of wastewater treatment plant. Okay, so that's what we have already discussed in our last two videos that we covered in the last two videos. Particularly in the second video, I have covered this wastewater treatment bioremediation, which is the heart of a wastewater treatment plant. Like these days, we see that at least 80% of the STPs and ETPs they are not working. They are taking in garbage. They are giving out garbage. They are taking in untreated water. They are giving out untreated water or very less treated water, which is not as per the acceptance, which won't do any good to the society. So that's why we encourage all wastewater treatment plants to adopt the bioremediation technology. Now, apart from bioremediation technology that we have, which is the world's best formula of microbes, we also have a very particular. We have adopted a very particular uh, process of making the wastewater treatment plant. The hardware of the STP and the hardware of the ETP, the hardware of the municipal sewage treatment plant, the hardware of the industrial wastewater treatment plant. Uh, we have adopted the world's best and the most robust technology in designing the wastewater treatment plant, which will last 25 to 35 years at least, and these are negligible maintenance. Like these need maintenance for once in 3 years or even zero maintenance. There are cases, you know, if you install such kind of HTP ATP hardware, then maintenance is almost zero forever, and you get 3 years warranty. So what is the technology? So what we do is we play with the material. The STP ATP, generally you make with concrete, you make with cement, okay, you make with certain kind of PVC or fiber, but that is not actually long lasting. That gives a lot of problem. That those are very cheap to fabricate and install. Those are very cheap actually. Those cement, concrete, and PVC and fiber or wastewater treatment plant, or ordinary metallic wastewater treatment plant. They face a lot of corrosion and algal growth, and eventually they need to crack. They need to get broken down, and then again you need to replace them all over again. Now we make HTP tank with a bit more expensive. It's kind of more expensive material, but in the long run, these are the most cost effective. These are the most cost effective way to make your ETP STP. As you can see, that the maintenance is negligible, and at least 25 to 35 years these tanks will last. Okay, so say for example we have sold you our wastewater treatment plant. We have we have commissioned the wastewater treatment plant. You have gave us order. Now, at least as long as you are alive, these wastewater treatment plants will never break down. Okay, so these are made up of mild steel. They have mild steel inside, and over the mild steel we give certain kind of coating. Okay, we coat this mild steel with some kind of inert material like epoxy, glass. Okay, glass, epoxy, these are inert. They won't react with the waste that the wastewater contains. Even the untreated wastewater the kind of waste, no matter what kind of waste they have, you know, the way we put the epoxy and glass over the MS, you know, they're actually mostly chemically inactive with the waste, and they won't react with the water, so there will not be any corrosion whatsoever. So these are the two things that we play with: epoxy coating over MS and glass coating over MS. And also one third, if you want much more inexpensive, chemically resistant material, then we have the zinc aluminum. Okay, this tank we can also make from zinc aluminum tank. You can get plain tank, also corrugated sheet tank. The tank can be made up of plain zinc aluminum or corrugated sheet aluminum. Also this epoxy, you can get a plain epoxy coated or corrugated epoxy coated. Okay, but glass we don't have corrugated. You cannot get corrugated. Glass has to be plain. Okay, you have the corrugated so that it can increase the surface area, and if you increase the surface area, then it can hold a much more volume of water, and various other advantages you have, like the waste will find it very very hard to stick to the material. So there are there's such kind of advantages you have in the corrugated material to make the tank sheet with corrugated material. Okay. Now let me start off with epoxy. Okay, epoxy, we call this FBE or FBEC. Okay, FBE is fusion bond epoxy. Okay, so what you get is, these are preheated. The epoxy is preheated and then baked at 450 degrees centigrade or even more. Okay, and then you have one layer of coating. Basically, what other makers do, other makers just paint epoxy over MS. Okay, I've written here. See, other makers just paint epoxy over MS. But what we do is we coat it with epoxy and then we bake it over furnace at 450 degrees centigrade. Okay, and then we put multiple layers of coating. Okay, if your waste is of such kind that it is very very corrosive, it has got high, the incoming waste has lot of acidity or very very corrosive or lot of chemicals in it, untreated chemicals, then we are looking into your wastewater parameters. Earlier I told you that we give you a form of treating form where you write down the parameters of your inlet water. Okay, so according to the parameters of the inlet water, we give you one coating of epoxy, or two coatings of epoxy, up to 4 coatings of epoxy. Same way we do the glass. Same way we do the glass coating over MS. Okay, either epoxy or glass. Okay, we put multiple layers. Okay, we just don't paint them with the epoxy or glass, but we using a spray gun, we spray over the MS and then we take it to the furnace. We bake them at very high temperature. That becomes one layer. Again, if you need two layers, again over that one layer we again give one spray gun coating of epoxy, and then again we bake that at high temperature, and then there is second layer. If you need 3 layers, then again over the second layer we spray with epoxy, and again we bake this at 450 degrees centigrade, and then the third layer. Like this, we can give you up to 4 layers of coating. Okay. Now, as I told you earlier, this FBE fusion bond epoxy is of two types: FBE plain and FBE corrugated. Okay, FBE plain and FBE corrugated. I'll show you the samples. I'll show you the samples. So, let me show you the samples. See, this is the FBE. This is the FBE plain. Okay, FBE plain. See how solid the material is. See how solid material. How solid. This will last from 25 to 35 years at least. Okay, even more than that. Now I'll show you the corrugated FBEC. The FBEC is a patented technology. Okay, it's a patented technology. FBEC. I'll show you. FB corrugated. See, FB. This is a corrugated FB material. Okay, epoxy coated over MS in multiple layers, baked over furnace at 450 degrees centigrade. See how solid, how robust the material is. Okay, extremely robust material. Can you hear that? Okay. So these are the world's best technology. There is no other technology in the world which is even comparable to this. Okay. Now, next we will come to so now over the nut and bolt. How we do this? We first make the sheets in a factory, and then we transport them in the site. On the site where your erection and commissioning has to be done. Okay, and then just within 2 days, 2 weeks time, it takes only 2 weeks time. Other STP, ETP fabrication takes months and months of time. In our case, we just take the sheets to your site, and it takes at the most 2 weeks time. Okay. Yeah, I've written it somewhere. At the most, it takes 2 weeks time to do the commissioning, and then over the nut and bolt, in order to make it leak free, so that prevent the leakage. Over the nut and bolt, we give PP, polypropylene caps, polyurethane caps. Okay, and on the joint, we give a PVC joint liner. Okay, a joint liner. So you can imagine how robust your plant is going to be. And the nozzle, the inlet outlet nozzle, we can make this out of MS, LPG, epoxy, SS304, stainless steel 304, stainless steel 316, or galvanized steel. Okay. Now this PVC can also, if you want a food grade PVC joint liner or sealant, then you can give you a food grade PVC. In case if your plant is not meant for STP or ETP, but is meant for processing drinking grade water or drinking grade beverages. Okay, like cold drinks, okay, cold drink, okay, like cold drink, like Pepsi, Coke, okay, like Pepsi, Coke, okay, or mineral water. Okay. For this, some clients ask for food grade like PVC joint liner, right? And also, apart from the food grade, we also have anti-algae non-food grade. Okay, you have like I told you earlier, the algae gets deposited in the material of the tank, and then that leads to corrosion and crack in the material. So this is anti-algae non-food grade PVC liner also you get from us. Okay. This I have already covered. We heat epoxy at 450 degrees centigrade, and then this gives you a 25 to 35 years life. Okay. So this is a huge in the long run. Yes, our materials have shown you how excellent materials, what is the quality of materials I have shown you sample. Now these materials, when you buy them, yes, these are a little bit expensive, but like we say, you buy expensive to save your cost in the long run. You buy the most expensive jeans, the branded jeans, so that it can last you much longer as compared to local brand jeans. Okay. So in the long run, you have the cost saving. That's how intelligent customers take the decision regarding procurement. So this is long time cost saving. This is a long time cost saving. And yeah, I told you, assembly takes just few weeks, I've written here, with sealants instead of months. Okay. So if uh, you, I come down to, me and my team come down to, you get the order, and uh, we come down to do the erection and commissioning of your STP ATP using our material, and it takes just a few weeks instead of months. Okay, and then you use our bacteria, then within maximum one week. Not it doesn't even take 1 week to start your STP. Just within a few days, the bacteria becomes active. Okay, and then and there the bacteria, STP or ETP wastewater treatment plant starts operating with full efficiency. Yeah, 7 days. Why it takes 7 days? It doesn't take to start up. It doesn't take 7 days to start up with the bacteria. In order to see the full effect, it takes only 7 days. Okay. The moment you dose the bacteria, your STP and ETP starts running. After 7 days, you see potable water coming out of your STP if we use our technology as well. Use our biomass technology as well. So these kind of STP, ETP that we have, epoxy coated or glass coated or zinc aluminum coated, will be 3 years validity. And maintenance is, at the most once in 3 years, or even it's zero maintenance. Nothing happens to STP. No leakage happens. Nothing happens. Even if leakage happens, by chance, if leakage happens due to physical contact, okay, accident, by accident, okay, if leakage or anything happens, then within 48 hours it is repaired. Okay, within 48 hours, then and there, we repair your STP or ETP tank. Okay, and also our STP and ETP can be relocated by dismantling. This is a very unique feature that we have. We can relocate your STP, ETP or tank just by dismantling. And another advantage is capacity of the tank online can be on site. Capacity of tank on site can be added by adding more sheet. If you want to increase the capacity of your tank, then and there we will increase by adding more and more sheet. Okay. Now again, if you use our bacteria, our microbes, if you use, then that alone increases the capacity of your waste handling capacity of a wastewater treatment plant. Okay. Also bespoke coating available according to quality of water. So and these three features stands to also for GFS. I told you GFS is the glass. Instead of epoxy coating, we provide glass coating over mild steel. Okay. Epoxy or glass steel, epoxy or glass coating over MS. Okay. So here also we do the same thing. We take glass powder and demineralized water. Glass powder and demineralized water we mix, and then these are fused over MS at 600 to 900 degrees Celsius. These are baked in oven. Okay. According to the and whatever thickness you want, 100 to 150 micron coating thickness that we are able to give. And this is particularly for wastewater treatment plant. And this is the most expensive one. Glass GFS, glass fused steel. Okay, this is the, or he also called GLS, glass lining steel. Okay, this is the most expensive one. This is the most advanced technology is the glass one. It is even better than the epoxy. This is glass fused over steel, GFS. Glass fused on steel. Okay, So again I'm telling you how we do this. We mix glass powder, demineralized water, and then with a spray gun, we spray over the MS, and then we fire coat it or bake it. We bake it in the oven, okay, and it gets fire coated like that, and then you dry it. This is if you want one layer, then one layer. If you want two layers, then again over it, we'll again spray this with the spray gun. We'll spray this glass powder and demineralized water, and again we'll bake this in the oven for up to 600 to 900 degrees centigrade. Again dry it. Again, if you want three times coating, then again on the second coating, we'll again spray this glass powder, demineralized water mixture, and again we'll bake this in the oven for 600 to 900 degrees centigrade, up to 690 or 900 degrees centigrade, up to 900 degrees centigrade, and then again we'll dry. Again, if you do a fourth layer, then over the third layer, we'll do a spray this glass powder, minerals water over the third layer, and then again we bake it in the oven up to 600 to 900 degrees centigrade, and again dry it, and then your fourth coating is done. So according to the client demand, we can give you single coated, double coated, triple coated, or 4 times coated GFS material to make your wastewater treatment plant. Okay. As I told you, tank height can be increased or decreased. Okay. If you need to increase or decrease your capacity of tank, this tank height can be increased or decreased on the spot. Okay. And this GFS comes either with inner lining or also without inner lining according to the client requirement. Right? Okay. So I think I've covered all the vital points in GFS and FPE. Now let's come to the zinc aluminium. The zinc aluminium is the least expensive one. Okay. These also have the same features, almost the same features like on-site repair, on-site capacity expansion. They can be done. Okay, on-site repair, on-site capacity expansion, and almost the same facilities as we have on GFS. Okay, and if you want to clean this, it needs hardly 1 day to clean with a normal detergent. Okay, and this zinc aluminum tank is made up of zinc, silicon, aluminium. We give 33% to 44.5% zinc, 1% silicon, and then 30 to 44.5% aluminium, according to the kind of wastewater that we see. Okay, I haven't yet shown you the sample of the glass fused this wastewater treatment, glass fused on steel. This is the glass fused over steel. Okay, see. This is the material. See how solid material. How solid material. You see. Glass. Okay, GFS. This is the GFS. Glass powder and demineralized water fused over MS in multiple layers of coating. See, and then baked in oven up to 600 to 900 degrees centigrade. See how solid material. Okay, you hear that? If you hear this sound, you'll be able automatically able to understand how solid the material is. Okay. If you come to your office premises, don't worry, we'll bring these samples to show you at your office. Right? Now this zinc aluminium. Zinc aluminium This is the zinc aluminum sample. Okay, corrugated zinc aluminum sample. Okay, this is what the sheet is supposed to be made up of, right? It contains zinc, silicon, aluminum. Okay, this we generally use for storage of drinking water or storage of potable water. Okay, for clear water purpose, generally we use this. Okay. Right. As I told you regarding expenses, the zinc, aluminum, I am giving you the rough estimate. Okay, this is the rough estimate. Don't worry if you tie up with us. We'll try our level best to make the relationship with you, and in order to make the relationship good with you, start off with a good relationship. We'll take care of your price budget. Okay. Generally, zinc aluminum is 20% less expensive than FBE or FBEC, epoxy. Okay, epoxy coating 20%. Epoxy coating is 20% dearer, more expensive than zinc aluminum. Okay, and then this FBE or FBEC is 25% less expensive than GFS. As I told you, the GFS, glass fused steel, is the most expensive one. So GFS is 25% more expensive than FBEC. Okay. But still, if you have a plant of more than 1000 kL, okay, 1000 kL, if you have a plant more than 1000 kL, then we can still give you a much more discount on glass. Okay, this GFS or FBC, we can give you much more discount if your plant is more than 1000 kL. So we are looking, to really genuinely help our customers, okay, without compromising the quality. Of course, our natural policy is 50% discount on repeat clients and 12 to 13% or even more discount to new clients. Okay, so this is what we have. This is the process that we have in fabricating a wastewater treatment plant tank, and also our other water container, water storage or liquid storage tank. Okay. Also, we can make we can make the water tank for fire water for use in fire water tank, and also for mineral water cold drink tank. That also we can make out of epoxy, ABEC, ABE. Okay. Oh yes, and in fire water tank, the nozzle we can give you of anti-vortex material nozzle. We will supply you for the fire water tank, and this anti-vortex nozzle is FM global standard approval it has. Okay, it is approved by FM, which is a global Western standardizing agency. Right. Thank you very much for watching our video. We look forward to collaborate with your esteemed organization. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.